If your preferred design aesthetic is rustic elegance, then you're not alone. This style is becoming popular with a lot of homeowners. Welcome to Jansen's DIY, and here are 9 rustic DIY projects for an organized home. 1. This is a bookshelf that is patched together using recycled pallets, which can provide an amazing amount of space for books and other display items. Here's how you do it. First, cut all of your boards, then join the 2x10s and 2x4s with pocket hole joinery. Next, you just build the box. Cut scrap pieces of wood to serve as spacers so that the shelves are evenly spaced and level. Dry fit the crates to make sure they fit nicely. Use a square and a level to make sure the shelf dividers were, square and level. Now that the skeleton is built, we can dress it up with some reclaimed pallet wood. Here's the completed bookshelf. Pretty easy, right? 2. Vertically stack 2 or 3 crates and put them together using an open shelf made of metal. Most metal shelving units can be mounted against a wall, and you can paint or stain the crates as desired. Pick up 2 of these crates at Home Depot for $8 each, and then stain them with a dark wood stain. Screw on some brackets, which you could find at Lowe's, and last, screw them into the wall where you want them. And that was it. 3. An awesome addition to an entryway or mudroom, a rustic storage chest which can be constructed from pallets. The best thing about a storage chest is that apart from being a great container for extra blankets, it can also double as a foyer seat. Here's how you build it. First, cut your frame pieces. Cut 4 legs at 17 inches long and 4 front and back pieces at 30 inches long. Drill 1.5-inch pocket holes into the ends of the 30-inch long pieces. Then, using 2.5-inch pocket hole screws, attach 2 frames together. Cut 2 pieces of 2x2 at 12.5 inches long and center them on the front and back between the top and bottom pieces. Use 2.5-inch wood screws to attach the piece between the top and bottom supports. Using 1 1/4-inch pocket hole screws, attach these panels in place, making sure the inside of the trunk sides are flush. Cut a piece of plywood at 12 inches by 30 inches for the bottom using a 1 1/4 pocket hole screw and attach the bottom. For the top, cut a piece of plywood at 16 inches by 34 inches. Apply edge banding to the piece for a cleaner look and finish. Finish the trunk as desired. Stain it with Minwax Dark Walnut and use Minwax Polycrylic to seal it. 4. A rolling bookcase is a helpful addition to your home. It does not only store books, but it could also store various kitchen tools and other bric-a-brac. First, determine the placement of the shelves and the gaps between the top and bottom of each. Measure out each 1x4 and draw a line across at each measurement. Use a 5x16 drill bit and pre-drill all the marks on all 4 of the 1x4 boards. Place the wheels in the corners and trace out where their holes are located and drill away. The size of the hole is going to be dependent on the size of the bolt you purchased. Tighten down the nut and bolt. Repeat this for the remaining 3 wheels. And here's the end result. What do you think? 5. If there are no small children in your home, you can make this wooden knife rack and mount it on your kitchen wall using screws. You can use 1-inch round ceramic magnets to hold the knives in place. Here's how you do it. Allow 1 inch on each end of the board for drilling the wall screws into, and then mark 2 straight lines 2.5 inches apart to lay out 2 rows of magnets. Use coordinating diameters. 1-inch Forstner bit with 1-inch magnets creates a perfectly sized hole to drop the magnets into. Use trigger clamps to hold the wood in place to allow for more overall control during this step. Drill the 18 marked holes, 2 rows of 9, as close to the surface as possible, leaving a 1/8 inch of wood where the magnets would sit. Next, drill a central hole on either side of the board as starters for where the wall mounting screws will go. For the strongest hold, stack 3 1-inch round ceramic magnets together. Using the 2.5-inch wall mounting screws, mount the magnetic rack in place on your wall and start displaying your favorite knives. 6. A great addition to your guest room, this blanket ladder ensures that your guests will always have extra blankets and towels available to them. Cut one 5-foot piece of wood from each of your 8-foot pieces, so you have 2 5-foot pieces. Cut 4 18-inch pieces of wood, lay them out on the ground, and then attach with a screw from the outside of each side piece, going straight into the center at the end of each bar. Stain it the color of your choice and let it dry and air out completely. 7. Floating shelves made out of stained boards are very pretty when they're set against a wall. You can place glasses or plant stands and it adds an elegant, rustic ambiance to the room. 8. This do-it-yourself full-length mirror makes the bathroom look amazing. You can even build a cupboard around the mirror for extra storage. Here's how you do it. First, start with a 1x4 hardwood plywood back. Next, cut the wood for the frame. Use 1x4 pine boards for this part. Use Craig jig to make 3/4 pocket holes in each end of the 16-inch pieces. Before attaching all of the pieces, use a sanding pad to quickly remove the splinters on the edges. Attach the 16-inch pieces to the 67-inch pieces using 1.25-inch pocket hole screws. After attaching both ends, the frame looked like this. Next, add some wood glue to the frame and attach it down on the 1/4 hardwood plywood. Use the Ryobi cordless stapler to attach it from the back. After building out the door, move on to the frame of the case. For this part, I used 1x6 pine boards. Used Craig right-angle clip to hold everything together while we were attaching it using 1.25-inch pocket hole screws. Next, add the top and bottom braces. So cut 7 1x4 pieces at 23 1/8 inch each. Attach them and now it should look a bit like this. Add 3/4 pocket holes to each piece. You can attach yours wherever you would like. Stained everything using Varathane stain from Home Depot in dark walnut. After the stain completely dried, attach the mirror to the door. To attach the door, use 2 clamps to hold the door in place while we add the hinges. Add some magnet closures and pull to the front. These just screw into place. Super easy! 9. Mason jar organizers that can be hung on the bathroom or even kitchen wall to provide additional storage on top of shelves. Perfect for holding makeup brushes, lipsticks, and Q-tips. Blogger Meg found this palette on IKEA for just $2. And then use a thick nail and hammer to punch out a hole first and then attach it with a screw and drill. So, what do you think about this episode? Please share your thoughts about this video in the comments section. Also, don't forget to check the description box to find more info about this video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.